Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Rays hosting the Rockies, and the Rockies are plus 170 on the money line. The Rays are minus 205. The over/under is 8 runs. The Rockies getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 125, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1 run, you win. And the Rays laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 105, meaning if you bet them that way, they got to win by 2 or more. These are the overnight odds. They're going to change before we get to first pitch tomorrow. They played today, and the Rays won 3-2. Shockingly, the game went under, but they're playing in Tampa. They're playing in the Yankee spring training field. So it's going to be I want to say it's going to be a long season for Rays fans because, that's not really an MLB stadium, but, it is what it is, especially with the weather. If you got used to the 70-degree dome. Now, the lineups for tomorrow's game are supposed to be for the Rockies: Doyle, Tovar, McMahon, Bryant, Toglia, Goodman, Martini, Farmer, and Beck. And then for the Rays, Diaz, Lowe, Caminero, Lowe, two different Lows, Brandon and Josh, Morel, Aranda, Jansen, DeLuca, and Walls. Lineups have not been confirmed. That's just how the lineup is supposed to look. Senzatella did not pitch against the Rays last year. Little pitched once against the Rockies last year, though. 5 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost that game 10-7. That was in Colorado, and he struck out 5. And I had to do a double take after that. And right after they took Little out of the game, they scored 3 runs on the reliever in the 6th, and then they scored 3 runs in the 9th. It was absurd how that happened. Head-to-head, the Rays are 8-2 against the Rockies in their last 10. The Rays have beaten the Rockies the last 3 times they played them. The home team is 7-3. The favorites won the last 3 games they played against each other. The favorite is 8-2 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog on the run line is 5-5. There have been 4 one-run games in their last 10. The last 2 were 2 of them. And both of the last 2 games that they played against each other ended by the score 3-2. The under is 6-4, and the over/under at 8 is 4-4-2. And I have seen it at 8.5. And if you happen to get it at 8.5, then the under would be 6-4 because the 2 games that hit 8, technically went under by a half a run. I'm curious to see what the Rays look like. They did have a down year last year, which is unusual for them, but the AL East is usually pretty strong, and the Blue Jays are usually the team that's been at the bottom of it. I'm going to take the Rays on the money line. I will take the Rays laying the runs, and at 8.5, I'll lean under. But I do want to check the weather because I know that can be a pain in the ass in these types of games, especially since they're now playing outside. It's only supposed to be an 8-mile-an-hour wind, and it's blowing in. So I'll lean under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.